don't know who any of you are. Who are you people? I know who I am. I am Bran.
Even that's spotty.
That was so bad. I am Bran, your friendly GM, and your even friendlier neighbor. That gave you candles during the Texas blizzard. You're welcome.
Hello, I am Corey, currently known as Celtic Scribe on Twitch. I am also playing Thuldrim Runecore, the dwarven wizard. Is that right? Yes, I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
Glad if you forget that.
Starting off strong.
It's been that long. It's
been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, it's me, Harl Chaotic. Playing Kiwi. You don't get special Kiwi voice because I was on a phone for 5 hours before this, and I'm lucky my voice works now.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Bree. You see me all the time on this channel because I live here. No, I play Fada, the halfling cleric. I think she's, I don't know. I don't remember how to play her. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Then you have other things. Or
Yeah, I'll do it after.
Okay. So hi, I'm Thomas. I have been on this channel way too many times, and I have bled for this channel. So please.
Oh, you did.
Watch more. And I will be playing.
And you shall again.
I'll be playing Helena, the human sorcerer.
Dark greetings, everyone. I'm Velvet. I use favorite pronouns, and I'll be playing Ursula Skilla, the Siren Bard, who goes by she/her. I also don't recognize these folks.
Understandable. Have a nice day. All right. There is one thing I was gonna say for the Terrible Party stream channel thing. Yeah. We're gonna have a charity stream coming up at the end of March 27th through 28th. We're playing for Able Gamers, which is a really cool charity. They make custom disability gaming setups, so like they modify controllers and they have a special assistive tech that lets disabled people play in comfortable ways and accessible ways for them. If you want to check out more about Able Gamers as a company charity, you can go to ablegamers.org. And if you'd like to get involved with terrible parties, anything, you can go to the @terrible_party on Twitter, and Velvet disappeared. You can, sorry, it caught me off guard. And there's a Discord in the pinned tweet. You can join charity streams, meet these awesome people, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Definitely agree. And remember, you don't have to put up with this if you join in. But you might. Okay. My goodness, it has been forever. Where were we last? Last time, the Enders were on their way to meet up with a secretive other member of the party that came before them, the party that had acquired these magical seeds that they have been hunting. They were given a ride by airship by, I believe it's safe to say, everyone's absolute favorite bard, Tandem the Knife. An absolute crowd favorite, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
They had crossed the ocean and they had made their way to new lands, new strange territories, which I should put up on my map so I can see where you are.
Oh yeah, we were going to see
The Murder Circus.
The insane
Murder
Time Posse.
Murder Circus. Oh my god, I remember I was excited for this.
You were excited for this? Excuse me?
I mean, you were more excited. I was cautious. I think me as Corey, I was excited. Tholdrum, on the other hand, was a little like weary. Anyways.
The party, with their newfound excitement for a potential murder circus, greets the land again. The airship flies over a reasonably sized town and goes a bit further, off to a nice plains area, just a low grasslands. And the airship just kind of lowers down to hover just above the earth. About 500 yards away, you see what appears to be a relatively simple circus setup. You see various tents of, drab worn colors. Other than that, there is really not much to speak of at this point.
Is there any like spy glasses or like telescopes on board that we could maybe get a better look?
I'm going to say yes. On the decks, there's going to be one on each side on a swivel for you to get a good view of things.
Yeah, I think Helena would take a little peek and just try and see if she can spot anything interesting.
Using the spyglass, you get a better view of what seems to be a relatively plain circus setup. The tents are spaced out. There's various stalls that you can now look into, which look like they would have, maybe midway games or food services. It's empty, I can tell you that. You don't see anyone in there right now.
I imagine Tandem is still nearby.
Tandem's right there on the deck with you.
Okay. Tandem, why are we at a circus?
Because this is where you're supposed to be. This is where I'm taking you. It'll be fun.
A circus? Do they
don't-
travel?
Circuses generally, yes.
I've never been to a circus.
Oh, this is going to be a fantastic treat for you. This is going to be a fantastic treat for you.
Why do I
So,
why do I not believe you?
Yeah, so if you
have I given you any reason to not believe me
Yes.
since we've met?
like a million.
Name two.
When we first met you. And,
Petrifying poison
yeah, when we had to
and
poison
trying to sell
everyone.
your soul.
Mm,
And I didn't do it to any of you.
that's not as much of a point in your favor as you think it is.
It's a fantastic point that I can say wholeheartedly, I have yet to betray any of you, and you should account for that. Now let's go to the circus, yes?
Yet.
Oh boy.
yeah,
You
exactly.
added the word yet.
Well, the future is a very long time.
He's just so much like Reaver. It hurts. And the best way.
We love Reaver though.
I know, but that's why it hurts.
I mean, I suppose on the plus side, there will be plenty of different kinds of food for Kiwi to try.
Oh, it's going to be an experience for everyone, he says as he rolls out the ladder over the side.
I have to say, I am quite surprised. I imagined a much more macabre sort of environment we would be visiting.
What can I say? A showman works in their own special ways. Now get off the boat. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, just like,
I will reiterate that as soon as we were at a stalled, I dove off and made a perfect landing. I am not
That's
giving up
right.
my 28.
yeah, you do.
I will respect that. You are not here for any of this conversation. You are.
I think Tholdrum is going to use his unseen servant to kind of just levitate him down to the ground,
All right, show off.
just to carry
Yes.
him.
Just kidding.
Yes,
Beta's just gonna
that's-
go down the ladder.
Yes, that's wizards.
Kiwi will
Yeah,
also go down the ladder.
and Helena too. Not high enough level to do windwalk yet. Come on now.
I don't have it prepared. Oh wait, no, I don't have it. That's my cleric in 5e. Oops.
Tandem slides down the ladder behind all of you.
Respect.
I suppose I can at least get you in. Have a look around. It's been a little while since I've experienced this.
I
When you
really-
meet him, I won't be here. Let's make that right clear. When you meet him, I will not be around.
Speaking of, does he have a name?
Oh yes, of course.
I've kind of forgotten if I learned
That
it.
is all right. It's only been 4 months.
Uh,
Tom Bawley.
Tom Bawley. My
damn
voice
Tom
decided I
Bombadil.
didn't want to do that. I did not write that down, so I don't think we did.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't think I heard it either.
Is it like
When he
B
mentions,
A L I or
I'm sorry,
how do you spell it? Well, his last name.
BALI. Yes. Yeah. When he does say his name, he sort of kind of whispers, kind of into his hand, loud enough for you to hear, but
Okay. What does
So-
he do?
I would. To properly explain it, I really have to put it into song, so we can
Oh, he's
we can hop back on deck, and I can sing you a song, or we can proceed.
Let's forego the musical extravagancies, shall we, and move on? I'm
Okay.
sure.
Know what you're missing.
Yes, we will leave that to Ursula, I think.
I do have one quick question.
Certainly.
Was this man that you speak of? Was he part of your original party into the forest?
He was. Yes, he was there for the fateful day.
What was his role in the party?
Oh, bit of everything, really. Being terrifying, I imagine, would be a. Is that a skill? Can you be terrifying as a skill?
Helena,
Yes.
do you want to answer that?
Oh yes, very much so.
Yeah.
you are.
He points a finger at you. Then yes.
Neat.
Hmm.
Does he use magic?
Oh, most definitely.
So, someone's familiar as being very loud.
Incredibly loud.
For once, it's not mine. I'm just kidding. She is right behind me, though.
Well,
Something
you
tells
mention-
me. Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, you mentioned you would get us in. Is it a unique party that not many people are allowed to see, or
Oh no, it's. I
are you
mean,
just trying to show off?
Maybe I want to stretch my legs too. And
Everything.
maybe-
it's just,
maybe I am the proper channels to get you where you need to go. Like some places you can go to, but then you have to know the right people to get into the other part of that place.
It's a circus. How tight knit could it be?
Well, most of it probably not at all. What? Do you not want my company?
No,
What
that's
gave
not
you
it at
that
all.
idea?
I think we're mostly just confused that you're coming with us when you didn't seem like you wanted to. Like you said, you don't want to meet him.
Well, I thought better of it, and I don't intend on meeting him.
To be fair, I go to lots of places that I want to be at, but avoid people I don't want to see at those places.
See? Is this just a bard thing? Do they not?
I think it is. We're built different, Tandem.
Oh, different cloth. Different cloth.
when you wish to be the center of most rooms, I guess it would be easy to not be in others. Shall we continue then?
Yes, let's go. Let's go. It'll be a delightful time. As you make your approach, I'm going to point out when you landed, it was probably early day, if not late morning. You notice as you step progressively closer to the circus that the sky seems to be just a bit darker, or maybe just a little bit more cloud cover as you do.
Does it seem natural?
Well, I mean, as far as timing's concerned, no. As far as the sky, yes.
Okay. Vada's just gonna keep an eye out as to like if a storm's coming, I guess.
It definitely has that appearance.
Oh boy.
Those first stages.
Can I just throw this out and just no, because it's not very short. Right? Yeah, okay.
What do we see as we're like walking on to sort of the circus midway, I should say?
From this point, you're still just a little too far to get a good glimpse of it,
Oh, okay.
but it does appear, at this distance to be unremarkably the same as your previous inspections. Just drab, worn, old tents and stalls and no people.
No people. That's what I was about to ask.
Huh.
So is this a popular circus?
Oh my goodness, yes. Have you never had the pleasure?
I've never been to a circus in general, no.
I would imagine I would imagine it be bustling with people and full of children laughing, but this seems very barren.
Well, it's early. No one goes to the circus this time.
If you say
I
so.
suppose
Wait,
Thaldrum kind of
hey. Which one of us has been to a circus?
Yeah. Can't call him out on his bullshit for once.
That's true.
He's not
This is
a
true.
dog.
All right, we'll carry onward.
As you do, the sky again just seems to get darker and darker, and it's looking even more like nighttime at this point. You are hearing, though not feeling, the heavy rustle of wind going through the grass.
You hear it but don't feel it? I don't like that.
I want to use detect magic in just around us
Okay,
in the surrounding area.
all right.
Yep.
I'm going to say you must be. Actually, no. You don't detect anything from that.
You don't detect magic?
At what level did you cast, by the way?
That was a free action, so I didn't.
It's a cantrip.
Oh,
isn't
yeah, it's a
it?
cantrip. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay, but I mean, as a heightened third.
Well,
or
it will be at level 2. Right now.
relative? Yeah, you don't.
Oh,
detect
yeah.
anything.
Okay. All right.
No, it's certainly odd that the sky is like this, but you're not picking up in a magical sense.
I kind of look at everybody like, did we expect a change of weather today?
We weren't here, so I can't tell you that. Usually I'm okay with the weather, but this is just weird.
Do we remember seeing any clouds rolling in before we landed? I could have sworn it was nothing but blue skies and sunshine.
I was in a barrel.
You
Yeah.
were in a barrel, this is true.
I was down below deck most of the time, so
Yeah, I was too.
I was by the window, but I was watching the ocean, so I don't know what this guy's problem is.
Looking in the wrong direction. Understandable. I love it.
Tandem is a pace like ahead of everyone, just so he can periodically, turn back around and walk backwards to look at your faces as he does. I don't know. This is certainly strange.
Is he full of shit?
yeah. Can I?
I mean,
what?
Yeah,
it is certainly strange.
Yeah. What's
but does
what's
he know
insight
it?
thing? What's insight again?
Yeah, can I
Oh,
roll?
what
a-
did we decide? Yes, of course.
What is it again? Is it just perception?
I think we were just rolling perception.
Yeah.
Oops. I almost rolled initiative, which would have been really
I
funny.
rolled an 8.
I rolled a 17. That was so loud and directly into my mic. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
It'd be like that.
Forgot to mute
Um,
my iPad.
What exactly were you trying to observe?
Just-
Was he being like showy, or like is this out of the ordinary for it? Like, did he expect this, or is it like genuinely weird to him? The
You know,
weather?
it's hard to tell what's showy and what isn't with Tandem. You really don't know.
That's fair.
Well, might as well continue.
Yeah, if it gets worse, there's tents, right? There's
Do
tents around.
do we smell anything?
Give me a perception.
Okay. Perceive.
I did not mean to roll that saving throw. Sorry.
20.
20.
Perception.
20 perception.
Hell yeah.
You are definitely picking up some familiar. Well, actually, not all of them would be familiar to you. You're picking up some interesting scents. There is that strong, earthy smell of a pulped wood that's just kind of catching every once in a while.
Mm.
I'm gonna say that, and there are some odd, kind of sweet fragrances in the air. None of them you're particularly familiar with.
Cotton candy.
I miss
That was
going
Corey
to
saying
fairs.
that. That was not, not Tholdrum.
Oh, that's something I do every summer. Why would you do this to me?
I want to use this.
I want cotton candy now.
I have a pretty good nose. All right.
Whose knows?
But
I think I'm going to keep on my thing for now.
As
Yeah,
you
might as well- yeah.
Good.
I was about to say, might as well continue, yeah.
as you make your approach, you notice there in the grass, just about a say 50 yards, if even away from the tents, is just looks like a series of small little stakes dotting the land, sort of around the area.
like a fence or a perimeter of some type.
It's sort of like a perimeter. I mean, there's nothing linking them. It is literally just looks like a tiny little stake, just pushed into the ground.
If I look at it, does it look like magical or anything? I don't think I have detect magic up.
On first glance, it looks like a little wooden stake in the ground.
What if I touch it?
Are you touching it?
Yeah, I'm gonna poke one. I'm small. It's like right in my line.
Nothing happens.
Okay, that's good. Are these here for a reason, or is it just decoratory? That's a-
I have a sinking suspicion that they might be here for a reason.
Cool. I think.
Helena will just continue forward, like past this little threshold.
What
You walk in?
happens if we pull one out of the ground?
Oh,
Yes,
dear.
I walk in before
that
Kiwi
gets in?
tries anything stupid. I walk in.
So Kiwi, as you reach down and pull out the stake and look up for the rest of your team, they're suddenly not in view.
Oh fuck. No.
Everyone who walked past that point is no longer in view.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Looking around, like, what? Where did everybody go?
I'm gonna reach back and pull Kiwi with.
Kiwi, you see an arm extend out from nowhere and grab you and pull you.
Yeah.
Does it look different
hi.
inside? Hi.
Ooh,
It does.
I
look
still
different.
have a stake in my hand too.
You still
Maybe-
have a stake in your hand.
Maybe put that back.
Yep.
Yes, you should probably put back that.
Are you walking back to? Put the
I'm not
stake-
gonna put it back. I'll just like put it behind my back and
Oh,
slip
put
it in a
it-
bag
Put
or
it
something.
back. Got it.
Yeah.
Put it
What,
back behind you.
What in
Nice.
fresh hell is this?
It's Halloween Town, everybody.
It is
Come on.
Halloween
Oh,
Town.
I didn't see it updated. Nice.
What in the Silent Hill amusement park is this?
Hold up on the overlay. I am. There
Oh,
we go.
exactly. I'm so excited.
Oh dear.
I'm just imagining those skeletons right there are gonna be like spooky, scary skeletons.
Super, don't DMCA us.
Please.
That was less than 3 seconds, so we're good.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
As you would step that past the boundary, the sky now does a sharp turn of darkness.
Oh, great.
It now appears to be night
Lovely.
with rolling clouds. That sound of the wind is just, now really, really kind of picking up.
Where did the sun go?
Oh, well, it is still there. This is just, it is like a shroud, mirage, sort of, for what I understand.
I have a spell that could do that.
Like that city in the forest.
Exactly.
Great. More mirages. Just what I wanted. Just what I was waiting for.
Oh come on. It's part of the show. It looks like part of the experience.
I
Are
mean,
most
sure.
circuses like this?
I don't know. I've never been to a circus. You and I are in the same boat.
I will say, I think Helena will put on their plague doctor mask. I think it's very fitting in this scenario.
I forgot about that, and I also just remembered no one ever explained pirates to Feta.
Oh no, we never did.
We never did. No, we never got around to that.
That's okay. It's great.
We'll do that later.
I also just remembered that she has the sort of not weed with her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's in my inventory.
And it's now really the time you want to.
Yeah,
kind of
this is
tempted
the
Feta-
best time.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted Feta doesn't want to mess up the experience because she's actually really excited for this because she likes experiencing new things.
As you continue your approach, obviously the appearance of everything has changed. Everything seemed to have a very exaggerated spookiness to it.
See, I just call it spoopy. It's very spoopy.
Spoopy is accurate.
Amazing.
The various tents seem to be festooned with skulls and skeletons and other, oddities just seem to be coming out. The various food stands have kitschy names.
Nice. We see people now?
You don't see many people though.
Don't see
There's
many
still-
people or
you don't see any people.
Any people. Okay.
You still don't see anyone yet.
Thildrum kind of like looks around at all the skulls and stuff, and he goes, I haven't seen this many skulls and bones since the decoration in my caves I grew up in. Dwarves have a similar taste.
I was gonna say Helena.
Tam does the slow turn.
Yeah, like, I think Helena as well. Just,
I mean, we are a warrior race. I don't know what else to tell you.
I've seen plenty
I'm-
of skulls in my time.
I mean, I expected it from her, just a finger at Helena. But
Hey, I mean, my village kind of did the same because we had a lot of warriors and battle. So
It's natural. It's
so
natural.
disrespectful.
he glances down. He glances to Kiwi. This,
I mean, yeah, where I'm from, they were just on spikes. Just skulls on spikes.
do they look like actual bones or do they look decorative?
without a closer inspection, they look real right now.
Can I get closer and inspect?
Sure.
I would like to do that. I can make
Alright.
a medicine roll or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, make a medicine.
That is a thing in Pathfinder, yes?
That is.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I have a +10 to it. Holy shit. I
I
forgot.
thought that's why you insisted on it.
No,
a whole
no,
heck of
I just,
medicine.
I just,
I don't know. Medicine, maybe.
I was think, I don't know. I just really wanted to see if they were real. Hey, you want to load? There we go.
Well, 25. I hope you
25.
find it.
25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
As you as you find a food stall that seems to be serving you don't exactly know what they're odd little names for things. You never heard of these as direct foods, but you you pluck one of the skulls from off the counter and it's remarkably realistic,
So it's real. Oh, dear.
but it's not real. This one is not. You can see very, very small. There's a little maker's mark carved in towards the base.
I just
Is
love
there-
what poor artisan would be made in this kind of world be made to make fake skulls. What poor-
Yeah.
I don't want to be disrespectful. Is the vendor looking
I
at
get
me,
that.
or is there a vendor there?
There's no vendor there.
Okay, I'll just look at the.
Why is this?
Is there unattended food?
Oh dear.
Nothing on the
Oh.
counter, but you suspect that there could be things behind it.
Sure, your shark senses will find something.
The short senses.
Tholdrum kind of looks over at Tandem. All right, Tandem. You gave obviously people wouldn't be here this early, as you put it. But then where is all the staff? Why are none of the shops being manned?
Well, it's pretty early in the day.
Again, wouldn't there be workers setting up? Wouldn't there be hustling and bustling of some kind?
You haven't spent much time with travelers, have you? Different time frame. They're all probably asleep. You gotta kind of sleep off some things.
Is
Also,
it like an all-night party?
I didn't imagine a circus would look this dismal.
I mean, it's kind of neat. These skulls aren't real, but they're really well crafted.
Yes, very, very, very convincing.
And Bree is resisting a Hamlet moment.
So I'm waiting for you to try it.
I've been sitting here going, I could do it. I could do it. I'm gonna put it down.
You are not the performer of the group.
No, but Bree is a performer.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Do it. Believe.
No. Moving on.
We can halt everything until you do.
Absolutely not. I can shut this whole thing down. I almost did accidentally a little bit ago. I almost exited OBS. And that is why I haven't touched my mouse.
So, Tandem, this Tombly or Tombaloi we will be looking for.
Yes.
Where would he be?
Oh well, I imagine in his caravan, and I certainly hope not to see him. So let's move on.
Do you just
Well-
not like him?
He's a lot. He's a lot. He kind of motions his hand at the place
Imagine
around
just-
him. And this is how does one this is cuddly for him.
Cuddly.
Yes, this is for the kids. For him.
Ah. Right.
Yeah.
Very well.
So there's yes.
I
You know,
suppose
I
we-
traveled plenty with him, and I'm good. I have had plenty.
aren't
I'm
you
just
afraid
imagining-
of running into him? Then why are you still here with us?
Well, there's someone else I'm hoping to see here.
Oh.
Who?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Possibly a romantic interest?
Well, it may have happened a time or two, but just an old friend, really.
Are you hoping for it to happen again?
Well, you know,
A gentleman does not kiss and tell.
Good company. Good company is great company. So, on with us.
That's right. I was gonna do a dating sim this run. Okay. Still need to find.
Look
someone
for
to
all
work
those
with.
eligible bachelors in this.
Not
Yeah,
in
good
this.
luck.
I don't think I'm gonna find anything, unless they're
I mean, you don't know.
decomposing or already decomposed.
I just had to say, like, as as you were saying, Tandem was saying, you know, for the kids, I just imagined him doing the "Hey there, fellow youths," especially
You
considering how
fellow
old he'd
kids.
be. Yeah, like, "Hey there, fellow kids,"
Hey, teens.
rocking
my
up with his
gosh.
skateboard. Oh my god.
Wrong character.
So, I assume the caravans will be all together, then.
Yes, you wouldn't put that up where the public are. That's you just wouldn't want that. You want children wandering into your home, or drunkards, or drunk children. They're the worst.
How many children have you gotten drunk?
None. I just said they're the worst. Why would I create the worst thing?
It's
Knowledge
you?
from experience, I would imagine.
I swear.
I've only been drunk once. We didn't have a whole lot of alcohol, or at least I don't think we did in my village. Maybe we did, and I just didn't know about it.
Weren't a couple of you tying a few on at the party, as I recall?
It's a party. You're
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to.
the
Yes,
ale.
yes.
I forgot
yes.
about that.
There may have been a few
Oh, I'm so
goblets of
innocent.
rum.
Yes, Veda, with your
Okay, that was the second time
Hag
I was
friend.
drunk.
Well,
But
if you're not,
the discussion about fingers really over it distracted me from everything else.
oh, speaking of, by the way, thank you. Wiggles his fingers and continues to walk.
So, as we go, is this just a mountain of skulls?
That is what it appears to be from this angle.
I am obsessed with the trees.
Oh yeah,
They're
I-
amazing.
With the spooky trees.
So what is inside? Tholdrum's kind of peering over at the massive tent with an enormous skull on top of it.
As you've made your way there, it appears to be a stage. It is obviously well constructed, if not very strange, performance area.
Hey Ursula, thoughts?
Metal.
Metal?
Like hardcore,
Yeah.
Like hardcore.
Yes.
badass.
Tubular, as the youth would say. I would like to look
Ursula
at a
rocking up with her
costume
skateboard.
shop because I feel very underdressed for the occasion.
I'm sure there's a souvenir shop around here somewhere.
Yes, I'm sure we can find you some macabre-looking outfits somewhere. We can certainly bring some more darker colors to your repertoire.
I agree. I think we're all very underdressed for this place.
What do you mean? I'm always wearing my robes.
I think I'm fine.
I was more thinking, kind of pointing. It was meant to be a joke. The fact that Helena's literally got bloodstains on her
And a plague mask.
And I'm
Also, we're all still wearing our winter clothes from the mountain.
like, oh no, I would
we
have
are.
taken that off.
So...
No, I think we would have taken him off on the
Yeah, come on.
True,
you're
Ship.
true. Okay, so we're all in our regular clothes now. So, okay.
To the left of the great stage seems oddly placed. What your mind would instantly conjure up as a haunted house. It's obviously a structure that they somehow brought with them, as it would be oddly placed out in the middle of nowhere, or perfectly placed, I suppose. Across from that, there appears to be a building that looks like a mausoleum, and the same thing. It's obviously something that was brought along with the circus.
God.
Tholdrum's kind of like, walking along, just sort of tracing the perimeter of all these buildings, and like, he comes across like those trees with faces, And he's like looking closely at them. Are they real or are they like paper mache or something?
Those
Like fake.
those on your glance appear to be real. More than that, the closer you lean in, you're hearing whispers from them.
Oh,
Interesting. I would like to. Ooh, wait. Can I like listen? I want to do a perception check, but like listen in and see if I can understand any of the whispers.
Or what
Sure.
language it might be, yeah.
18.
You can definitely hear it as voices, but you don't understand the language that is going through.
So, because I know, what's it called? I know
I'm aware
dwarven
of all of your
humans.
language.
Oh, okay. I also know elemental, so I'm not sure if it's elemental.
It
Okay.
is not elemental.
Dang it. You're like, I know everything.
Are you gonna-
So don't even try.
Are you gonna point it out to us? You don't have to. I'm just curious.
Oh yeah. Who's closest to me? I'm obviously by those like face trees.
I think Fada would be because she grew up in a forest and is just really fascinated by them, and also
Okay.
Bree is obsessed.
So I guess you're just sort of walking towards me, and I kind of like turn and I'm like, Veda, I think these trees are whispering.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. If I might be a little overwhelmed,
Okay.
But- just stand here and lean in. Trust me, they're whispering.
Okay.
Can you understand them at all?
Do you want me to roll perception too?
I'm gonna say you don't have to. Again, you can clearly hear a murmuring of what sounds like voices, but you cannot pick up a single word or language from it.
Weird.
Yes, that's one way to put it. I've never met a tree that could talk.
Me either.
Anyways, I'm just gonna go this
For
way.
the two of you by the trees, did everyone go, or is it just Fada and
I mean,
Thuldur?
I would be Helena would be interested now seeing everyone suddenly like seeing at least
Leaning
a-
into a tree, being like,
yeah, like
I would hang a safe distance back.
is there a squirrel that you're very interested in? Why are you what is with these trees?
talking.
Do you not see the faces?
Well,
First
of
of all,
course, it's a tree.
okay, but then they're whispering.
Helena will lean in and
Sure enough, as they stated, that definitely sounds like whispering, but nothing.
surprising.
I
It's
know, I
just
was
gibberish.
I was thinking it'd be Necrol.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's just gibberish. What?
It's
Is
so
the
weird though.
Tentacle that's on top of that one building moving.
Not aggressively, but yes.
Kiwi is very distracted and she's just sort of standing in front of it, like watching.
It's this just sort of very soft bobbing and just sort of gentle sway.
I would like to approach the tree and just very like conspiratorially, I don't know if that's the word, whisper
enough.
in Sylvan. What you whispering about?
I understand that language too, Ursula. In Sylvan.
But you didn't ask the tree.
That's
True.
true.
There's no
Listens to a tree. Never.
there's
asked
no
it.
response from the tree, but you do hear a sound from behind you all.
Turn around and
Yeah.
look.
Turn around.
Bright eyes. Okay.
Um, give me a dex check. I want to see how quickly you can look around and see,
Oh dear.
or perception.
Oh, that's the wrong.
What is better, my dexterity or my perception?
My
Neither are
perception's
really-
way better, but I'm gonna do this dex because that's funny.
12.
Check, not
I know
save,
dex.
right?
My dex is better.
Oh, that's not it.
Yeah,
Never
let's
mind.
do a check.
20.
not bad.
Nope, that's not me.
I got 11.
It didn't go. Hold on. 18. God damn.
All right, I'm gonna say
Got a 7.
Ursula and Fada, you notice a skull rolling like it fell from that pile that's in the center of the campground.
I stick my
Sort
foot
of-
out and try to,
Sort of your direction.
like
Yeah.
a soccer, just put my foot out and try to stop it with my foot.
Yeah, you can try.
I will try doing that.
Now let's give me a dex for fun on that one.
Hell yeah. I'm prepared to fail. 14.
Yeah. You catch it with your boot. You stop it in its tracks.
Is that one real, Fada?
I'll pick it up and inspect it.
That one is definitely not necessary for an inspection. Unlike the one you picked up prior, this one is very soft. It's like a foamy material.
Oh, okay. I was like, who?
Yeah.
No.
Ah. Oh, good.
I know. I was like, ugh. Is it like I'm holding it like it would be in my hand? Is it bigger than Frida's hand? Does it look like
mean, it's-
a human size?
Yeah, it's a human size.
Yeah, that's-
Okay. Just thinking of the idea of like her having to, like it's a giant sized head.
So I mean, for
Very
size.
funny.
You know.
Cool.
I'm gonna do something just to be safe. Helena is getting a little spooked out here. I'm gonna cast Spirit Sense. Very long thing, but basically I can try and determine if there's any ghosts or spirits or anything like that, and if so, potentially learn certain interesting things about them. So do I get a sense of
I'm gonna say
off the bat?
30 foot. Are
Yeah,
you
so
Are you directing it directly at the skulls?
Oh, that's point. Yeah, I guess it's like I imagine. Oh no, it's emanation, so it's like a it's like a radius
Oh,
around
from
me.
Around you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you do not get a sense from the pile or from any of the other areas, but behind you, past the trees,
That's okay.
you pick up a little something there. It's faint. You can't get a full read on it, but if there was something, it's definitely that way.
Well, no need to worry, everyone. There's nothing in the immediate vicinity, but we should continue on.
Yeah, should probably find some
You
people.
like responding to Helena comes a voice from the skull pile.
Oh, it was like the one Fate is holding. Holy shit!
As you see one of the skulls near the top of the pile, its jaw moving. There's indeed need to worry. Worry.
You don't need to be worried about ghost stories. You're in
Big
one.
Best start believing in ghost
That's
stories,
the best
Miss
start
Turner.
believing in ghosts.
You're in
Yeah.
one. Yep.
Yes, you're in one.
It
Sorry.
is that skull talking to us?
Sure is.
You see another skull over on this side. Is that Potato talking to us?
Oh.
Potato? Yeah. Lumpy and it comes from the ground.
Well, I never.
Unnecessary. You're more shaped like a potato than he is.
The skull was shot.
Beta's real good at shit talking.
What sort of mad puppetry is this anyway?
Both the skulls kind of, both the skulls. You see them kind of look at each other for eye contact.
Eye sockets. Fuckers.
Well, we shall ignore them, I think. They're currently just a nuisance.
They called me a potato.
And it is a disembodied skull. I don't think it has much on you. Let's be fair.
Oh, no.
I can literally make what is making you move disappear. Stop talking.
Do you know what's making it move?
No idea, but if it's an undead, I can instantly just
That's yeah.
stop.
Could
That's
also
it.
just. I want to go
What
over
kind
to
of-
one and pick it
What
up.
kind of threat was that?
I want to go over to one and pick it up.
We're not scared of you. Yeah, you look like you belong in this pile.
All right, there's no need to be rude.
They both look over at each other again. There's always the need.
Ursula, help! Talking skulls are being ruled with words. You're better than this.
I'm currently being entertained. What are your names?
They both glance over.
Rosencrantz and Cruelty.
Oh, I guess it's about time for a fish fry.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I changed my mind. We need some bone meal. Might bring back some life to these trees.
They're just on the pile. I want to pick one up.
Go for it.
I
Just
will.
climbing a pile of skulls.
That's funny.
as you approach the pile and you reach to pluck the one skull and just, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
Picking you up, asshole.
Give me a strength check.
All right, this will go well. Nope, wrong.
We
thing.
believe.
Not a pile of skulls. It's
You're
two
so strong.
skeletons sitting in a pile of skulls.
Oh, I have a -1 to strength.
16 though.
16, not
16.
bad.
That's pretty good.
Roll 20 is very kind in this game.
You grip the skull and there's definitely something holding it back from your grip. You're not able to just simply pluck it up or even pry it. You can feel, the tension of something pulling back at the same time.
Like actively pulling, or it's just stuck.
Like actively pulling.
There's definitely someone running this.
Well-
Veda says.
It is just words. We have people to speak to, seeds to collect.
Right.
The other skull, let go of him, you shaved dwarf.
Ooh.
This is what you've done for the last 4 months, isn't it? You've just been planning and writing all these out.
Hey, what's Tandem doing right
I
now?
don't think Veda's offended by that.
Tandem is just away from the situation. He's leaned back somewhere. He's not involved with this.
Low-key want to take one of the other skulls and throw it at him, but I'm not going to.
Tholdrum just kind of like shoves his staff angrily into the ground and starts trudging over to the skulls. All right, you fleshless bags of bones. Where is everyone?
Kind of does a little slide, like looking around. I have to assume your face scared them all away. What did you do? We'll be ruined. Ruined.
I think it might be your attitude that ruins you.
Two grumpy men.
Well,
from the
Tholdrum
Muppet
just
Show.
kind of gets that like the dark shade over his eyes, like in an anime, and just kind of like glares at them. His intimidating dwarf glare.
It's like the two dudes who insult everything from the Muppets.
Kiwi is finally noticing that like something is happening. She's gonna turn around and walk over and be like, "What's going on?"
We're being insulted by skulls.
These bone hairs are talking shit. Can you crack one between your teeth?
Veda's still up in the face of one.
Let go of me.
No, I'm not touching. I'm not holding anymore.
Okay.
I'm just right there.
You
Just mad dogging.
scramble up the pile and just lick them. Blech.
Oh no.
There's this weird draw of that foam texture as you do so. It is
Oh.
not a good flavor.
Oh, memories.
God, I almost broke into
The
another.
the one near Fada saying, "Ma'am, if you could just step back, please." I thought it was only green dragons that had that kind of breath. And the other one,
Talk shit, get hit. No.
Wow.
Can sure talk the talk, but can't
Just
walk
so
the
you
walk,
know.
huh?
I do bite.
She does.
Very hard.
And
Yeah.
without any regard for what she's biting.
the one skull seemed to have an effort to turn around and look over towards Kiwi. Generally, we ask that you keep pets on leashes in their establishment.
She's not a pet, fuckwad.
Now, that kind of language is clearly unasked for.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody just tried to punt one yet?
No, but
Your
no,
guess?
but go right ahead.
Feta will punch one. The one in front of her.
All right, give me
I-
your strength check.
I suppose. Oh, go
Can I
ahead.
make an unarmed strike?
Okay.
Yeah.
Unarmed
come on.
fist. It's a real thing. Can I do that, or do you want a strength check? You can either way. I'm fine.
Go for your strike.
I don't think the modifier is any different.
I don't think so.
What you just? 14.
14. Yeah, that anger wells. You're sick of this, and you do a nice swing, and the skull just punts, away from the group, just flies towards some of the tents.
I didn't mean to do it that far, but I kind of feel better.
Well, I mean, it's basically a Nerf ball, so they're really.
That was Feta. Sorry.
On that quick glance of you sending it sailing, you see what appears to be a clawed hand, kind of wiggling, then kind of go into the pile.
Hey, asshole! I saw that.
The skull that was still talking. No, you didn't.
Can we just I need to see them to do this. Hold on. I'm getting sick of this. I need to see the person. Sure, command is hard to ignore. You command a target. Oh no, it doesn't specify I necessarily need to see the person for this to work. So I'm going to cast command, and just if it succeeds, insist that this person reveal themselves.
Okay.
Fuck off.
So
I think it's a what's the type of saving throw? Is it?
Will.
Will DC.
Yes, a will save,
12.
please.
DC based on your spell DC.
Yes, which is an 18.
what was your command?
To approach, just come forward.
The a wide swath of the skull starts to shimmy and rumble
Feta just
as
slides
something
backwards.
pushes through it. Your first notice is it does not appear to be a human figure, but as the skulls continue to roll away and off, you see about let's say a pony-sized bronze dragon.
Bronze dragon? Holy shit.
Ooh.
It seems to have garments that have been custom for its frame, and its face seems to have a very slapdash of grease paint wiped off. You can still see a lot of different colors, kind of tucked between the scales. It wasn't a good solid scrub to get this grease paint off. As almost a clown-like guise on it.
He's right here in Feta's face.
Yeah, he's approaching. He's looking a little awkward about the whole command spell thing. Kind of looking down.
You're not what I expected at all.
Did you
Yeah.
expect that I was the skulls?
No, I expected you to be not a dragon.
Or at least dead.
He means she means undead.
Why would you
Potato, potato.
expect me to be any of those things?
We were using a skull.
It look
And typically in our experience with dragons, they're massive and scary. And they breathe ice.
Scary.
That's true. We've only met one dragon before.
That's true. There was the one. That's it.
yeah, technically too.
And they are one of my best friends now. They even said I could come see their babies and bring them toys.
To be fair, you
can
did
bring
want
me
to.
toys.
What?
Only
I will
good
find
children
toys.
get toys.
All right, Santa.
It's true. He's being a little dick.
Hey.
Little. It's probably.
I
are
am
they bigger?
simply doing my job. If
You
you didn't
break
want to be insulted, why did you come over to me?
Because you were talking, and we haven't seen anyone else yet.
These are fair points.
Thank
But you
you.
should still expect it.
No.
I don't think
Why
we
would we
expected
expect that?
anything. Why would we expect? Yeah, exactly.
You came here. You came to the circus.
I've never
You
been
were
to a
brought
circus in my
here, and I don't even know what a circus is.
Ditto. This is my first time at a circus. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I've never been to one either.
That
I've
guy
heard-
brought us.
Pointing
But-
at Tandem. Selling them out.
When a tandem gives a little wave over the dragon, and the dragon, shuffles, kicks away the skulls, and moves towards tandem, and sort of an embrace.
Oh no.
Oh, it makes so much sense now. Of course, you two
Bros.
know each other.
Tandem has an arm slung around the dragon's neck. Says, "Everyone, I want you to meet Jeer the Degrader.
Jeer the
He is
Degrader.
Oh.
he
Well,
is
that's-
probably the finest insult dragon around, because most dragons wouldn't dare do this sort of crappy thing for a living."
Tholdrum just kind of like slides down his hood and he looks at Tandem in the eye. Jester. He's a jester.
He's a dick.
I'm willing to give dragons another chance.
Jeer the dragon nods his head. "I am simply doing my job.
Well,
So, what brings you all here?"
That's a good question.
Apparently, we're supposed to see somebody, but this guy doesn't want to see him.
Yes. We're supposed to see a man named Tom Bali.
Dragon
Anytime
nods
I
and-
think Stromboli.
You can Stromboli.
that's
Glances
right.
over to Tandem. Tandem's like, "Yeah, if we can get them where they need to go, and if you want, once they're situated, we can hop in the old airship and go for a bit of a cruise." Yeah.
I don't get it, Tandem.
Wait, so
So
he kind of the Tholdrum just kind of like puts two and two together and he's like, a dragon? What?
Two birds of a feather.
Yeah, they're both dicks.
he's just good company. I don't know what all of you are so inquisitive about.
Oh, I'm just implying that you're both
Anyhow,
dicks.
I'm going to. Oh yes, no questioning that. Right. Well, I'm going to go hide. He points to Jeer. You know where to find me. And
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And as he like walks away, Tholdrum just kind of like leans over. Yeah, we know where to find him. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we know where to find him in. What was his name? What was the dragon's name?
Jeer
Jeer.
the Degrader.
Jeer. We know where to find him in Jeer's pants.
Would you say that too?
I said it to you.
The dragons wear pants.
Maybe this dragon does.
Do the pants have room
I'm
for the
gonna-
tail?
Oh, is it? And then is it the two front legs, or is it the two
Oh,
back
God.
legs,
Okay,
or is it all
anyway.
four? You gotta ask these things.
I'm gonna get.
I'm going to
smacked
say
here
this
for
dragon
that.
currently seems to be wearing most of a Harlequin's ensemble. So I suppose you would call it pants for time
Oh, pants.
being.
Fate is just gonna.
At
wink
any
back
rate,
Doldrum.
Jeer chuckles and gives a proper nod. And Tandem gives a little salute to the group and makes his way towards the air.
Maybe we won't have to see him.
Jeer
again.
looks around at the group. "Oh, you never really escape him, especially if he likes you. No, I imagine you're going to be putting up with him for quite a while.
Can't see
Yes.
it, but Helena's
I'm-
face is nothing but
sorry.
disgust under her mask.
Yes, his charm is irresistible. Can we please continue?
Well, there's no denying that.
I didn't mean to click. that.
I was like, what the fuck?
A wooden stake? What?
Yes, I picked up a wooden stake.
Yeah.
I added it to my inventory. I didn't mean to click it. I was just trying to close the description.
We are going to meet
Vampire
some sort of
hunter now.
undead, so he might be a vampire. So it's
That's
a good thing
true.
to have.
That's a
Be
good
prepared.
thing.
Be prepared.
Mhm.
Be brave.
No. Alright, so Gia, which caravan is Tomboli's, please?
Oh, I'll take you to the boss. He's expecting you, right? Doesn't really like to be surprised all that much.
Yes, he should have received a letter of our arrival.
All right, all right. He kind of just shimmies between the whispering trees and leads you to a more cleared out area. There's less of the theatrics of the rest of the carnival ground.
Following very close behind and like, so do you know other dragons?
Oh yeah, I know them all.
How did you
Dude.
decide to be here?
Oh well, kind of plops a bit. We Brassies, we kind of like people. A lot of the dragons, they hide away, and we just want to hear stories, want to listen to people.
Well, what was the name of the ice dragon again that we met?
Arcs,
Huh? Say again.
Arc.
Ark. Okay.
Right.
Do you know an ice dragon named Ark? Then
No, that was
What
that
would
was
you
that was sort of that was maybe an exaggeration. I don't know all dragons.
oh well,
what
my
would
mistake.
you think if you met somebody who was stealing dragon eggs to cook them?
I wouldn't be a fan.
All right. Us
He
either.
was
We
like-
managed to stop someone.
Very seriously nodding.
He kind of Tholdrum kind of like gestures to his party to kind of pull back a little bit, because he wants to whisper something to them before we meet Tom.
Mhm.
Just-
Kiwi very not subtly like scoots over, but while showing this whole dragon scale that she has attached to herself.
Oh, his little claw and kind of tinks at it.
Yui, get over here. I have something to tell you.
Excuse me for a moment.
Yes, of course.
Walks over.
Okay, and I kind of do like a huddle, and I'm like, okay, guys, remember, we before we meet this guy, we did just murder one of his previous companions.
Allegedly.
Justified.
So yes, allegedly. So be on your guard, wear your smiles, and just let's stay safe.
Kiwi
Let's stay
smiles
close.
really big and shows off all of her like shark teeth.
Just bares her teeth. Yeah, amazing.
To be fair, Tandem didn't seem too bothered, and neither did the principal, the headmaster.
Literally just peed on
If
his
the-
grave.
I'm not sure if the
Also,
cloud.
Do you know
if the-
that? Does the headmaster know?
I think he did, right?
No.
No, I don't think
actually,
we
he
saw
did.
him
We
after
just
that.
got a letter saying that
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Oh.
stuff got. Yeah,
You
we
messed up.
assumed it was
Yeah,
the
we
headmaster,
Yeah.
but we're not sure.
Yeah.
That's a fair
Um,
point.
we don't actually know
Oh.
who it was from. And then we immediately got summoned.
Wow, I can't believe y'all just killed that dude. That was.
Shut the fuck up.
Ursula, you were there.
They didn't tell me about that when I just met them.
You're going down with us. You're going
I
down
don't know
with us.
these
with that. Don't you dare.
I will take you down with me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the dragon will back us up on that guy totally deserved it.
What guy? I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this guy. What's his name? Guy? Huh?
Is the other guy? Is the dragon like obviously listening to this?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he's not- Come on.
I figured.
He immediately told you he likes stories, and you proceeded to tell a story of how you killed some guy.
Allegedly, Bran.
Just sort of. You're like, what are you doing? This is private
that long
conversation.
neck is extended, like he's almost
kind of
in the huddle.
Yeah, he's kind of between Kiwi and Fata's heads down here.
I'm gonna say he basically has his head on Kiwi's shoulder.
Do you mind, you young
Kiwi will
serpent?
Give him like little
Then what happened?
switches.
Oh my god.
Then what happened? Well, we got stuck with the other fucker. Tandem, and then he brought us here. Can we please go?
Basically save his soul from a lot of things.
We did do that.
Oh, I gotta hear that story. He says.
Ask him.
He continues to march. Oh, he'll tell it his way, but I want to hear it your way.
Oh yes, you mean the truth. Yes.
Fair enough. That's a good point. Maybe later.
But
He
yes, Voldemort, I think
seems
you're
very,
right.
He seems very pleased by the offer of hearing the story. So there's a bit more of a trot in his movement as he brings you to a caravan
I hate that
near-
Fata's warming up to him.
near a campfire.
Have you ever seen a pirate town?
Pirate town. You've been to a pirate town?
Yeah, I used to live there.
What?
I know. I can tell you all about it later.
Oh. There's even actually a little bit of flame lick in that disappointed woo.
Oh.
Oh.
Turns
Don't-
to Tholdrum. I don't think she knows they weren't real pirates.
Don't spoil it for her.
But to be fair, it was a real pirate town.
Yeah, it was real tension. No one was actually a pirate. I mean, they were in some cases, in a way.
Well, don't take too long. I mean, you know, do what you need to do, but then you got to come back and tell those stories.
Absolutely. Also, if we were to tell this guy that Tandem was in his airship, would he maybe be interested in a little surprise visit to the airship?
Kiwi, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, that's the best idea she has had ever.
It's a
Bree thinks
long,
it's funny. Fata does not.
long claw scratching the end of his chin. Well, the boss man does like giving a good scare. Yeah, you know, I bet he'd be pretty happy to see an old friend.
Let's keep that ace in the hole in our back pockets now, shall we?
Meaning,
You're like the second best dragon I've ever met.
meaning Kiwi, please don't blurt that out.
Kiwi, it's the second dragon you've ever met.
Yeah, and dragons are gonna be my friends forever.
Which means she's obviously starting off very strong.
Yeah.
To have already met the two best dragons on your first two you met, that is impressive.
All right, but I'm cataloging you in my memoirs.
Memoirs?
All right.
As he like takes out his parchment and just starts scrolling down, like, and you can kind of like see you can kind of see Theta. You can kind of see like on the headline of the parchment, it just says like "Dragons I've Met."
He's kind of
Understandable.
shifting, trying to look over. That's two E's.
Yes, I've got it. I've got it. That's...
Start writing
Well.
it in Dwarvish just to spite him.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, read this, you bastard.
So do we just knock?
Let me do. Let me do it. He's got his ways. So just, I'll be right back.
Just mention that the headmaster sent a letter regarding us. I'm sure it will.
Someone sent a letter.
Oh, remember, oh, right. I don't think you guys know about that. I remember, but I'll just say it. I'll just keep that in mind.
You see Jeer pace forward a little to the caravan and kind of wraps the claws on the floor and opens the door and extends his neck in there. You see for a bit, and kind of pulls away, closes the door, and he'll see you and kind of scampers away from the situation.
Bye. Have fun on the airship.
I expect stories.
He'll get them.
All right.
There's a moment where you're just kind of left in this very strange new area.
No hesitation. Helena just goes for that door and
Yeah.
Oh, you're going right in?
yeah,
Yeah,
no, like
Kiwi will
All
just
right.
Fade
Can't
of
talk
throw
to this
herself
guy.
right in as well.
All
Fade of
right.
Wolf
I would
Solo.
like to. Wait. What? So wait, where are we walking into? Like a trailer or something, or what are we walking into?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to point out that Tholdrum is like squeezing his massive shoulders like through the
Just like,
door
"Ah."
frame, like.
Understandable.
So who was the first to? What was your order of going in?
I think it was
Helena
Helena,
would insist on
Kiwi,
being first,
Fada.
I'll go last.
I'll go second to last time.
So, Helena, as you pop that door open, immediately there's a figure in front of you.
good thing I'm wearing the mask. Hello.
I'm gonna say you're utterly terrified for a second. You feel in your heart, this is him. He's found me. He's got me.
Oh boy.
There's some underlying information that we are not aware of.
I mean, like, I guess it would almost be a defensive stance of like putting one arm back to stop anyone else from getting too close and putting one arm out to potentially start slinging spells, basically.
For any else that can see in here, and for Helena, obviously, you see a very tall figure draped in black.
Oh.
Your eyes aren't letting your brain know whether you're looking at a very old face with skin so thin it's just stretched over, or if you're looking into a skull. Sometimes when the light catches it, you can see a bit of skin of a face, and then the next second it clearly looks like just a hollow skull. It just seems to shift in your view.
Tholdrum kind of whispers to himself. It's like almost as if it's illusion magic.
Helena will be very quiet and then just, how did you find me?
As you're still in your place, a very long-fingered hand stretches out to grip your spell slinging hand, just grips it, and the other one cups over it, and just sort of leans over. Aren't you such a sight? Why not take off that mask?
I don't know if they would regain composure at any point. I mean, is that feeling of like who this feels like, is that still there, or is it like
You don't know. You were certain at first, but now you've questioned slightly.
I guess composure would come back a little and just yes, of course. I guess it is rude, and yeah, she'll take off her mask.
Kind of just, you can feel him looking into your soul as he still has not let go of your hand.
Which would be our gloved one, I think, actually, if I remember earlier.
Yeah, both of these just elongated hands just clutching yours, just kind of stares. Amazing. Just as I expected. He gives a slight pat of your hand and releases it. You can't tell if it's a wide, uncomfortable smile of a man or simply a bare skull, teeth exposed. But there just has that sense of smile.
Hello.
Kiwi.
He slowly leans. The Kiwi looks down. As you look up, he glances further up. You notice there's a nice leathered top hat where he lifts it over his toe and leans down to Kiwi. And aren't you a delight too?
Kiwi just smiling all of her shark teeth, and she'll take her little witch hat off and do like the same thing.
He places like the hand over his chest, Well, I'm sure all your friends out there are getting quite cold. Why don't you come in? I know you obviously have lots of questions. You couldn't even wait to come in here. You were so excited. And again, that smile, you don't know if it's just getting bigger. It just seems to shift and go back. Bring them in. I'll ready a table.
Helena, for most of the part, would still actually have their hands out, even after letting go. They would still just sort of be up, but more relaxed, and then just sort of compose, and then just yes. Let us. Like that's the best. That's the best that she could say.
Kiwi is basically like leaning into you. She just popped her head out like under your arm, trying to hold her back, just like,
Tholdrum
She'll
Tholdrum
just
will
kind
come
of
up.
like scoot you forward.
Yeah.
Tholdrum will come up, sort of concerned, and just kind of put a hand on her shoulder, and just whisper to her, "Are you all right?"
That remains to be seen, I think.
And he kind of tries to comfort her, and he's like, "Just stick with us. You'll be fine."
And again, you are still not 100% sure.
No, that's why. Yeah, let us head inside.
Come in. As he, as you assemble in, Ursula, I assume you are.
Yes, I'm following through.
The door closes behind the lot of you, and there is wonderfully enough, a spacious table that's already been set for this exact number of people, and he is already at the table.
Kiwi certainly won't hesitate going to a table.
Of course. Join me. I relish to hear the stories of what you're doing.
Helena will sit at the furthest end away from this man.
Feda will sit between Helena and this guy. To make
Oh, no,
sure.
I imagine if he's sitting at the head, she's sitting at the base of
Yeah,
the table.
she wants to sit on his right or her right side.
I'm going to say, whoever is sitting near him, his oddly proportioned, elongated body, his knees are up well over the table as he sits.
Fucking Jack Skeleton.
As Tholdrum kind of goes to sit down on the right side of the table, I think nearest to Helena, and he's just like as quiet as stone, but as he sits, he kind of like his weight makes the chair creak.
So you're sitting on Helena's right side.
Yes.
Okay, then
I think
Feda
and
will be
Fulgrim are
Feda will
close to
be
Helena.
Feda will go on the left side of Helena since she was
It's like
she
you're
wants to be
fighting
next.
for the
Like
chair.
what
I
I
don't
imagine-
care which side. I just
No,
right
man.
was
What I imagine is like he's at the head of the table, and then Helena's at the other head of the table, and then like me, you, Ursula, and Kiwi are
Yeah.
next to him.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
How did we figure that out?
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm also going to say, since I don't see a timing on it, I could be wrong, on your spirit sense,
At 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yep.
I'm going to say you are now positive where all that energy was
Yeah,
emanating.
kind of assumed, but
All right, and I think we're going to take a quick break from here.
Yep.
We will be back in 10.
Yes. A quick reminder. The music during the intermission is from Adventure Music. They're kind enough to let us use their entire library. If you want to check out their stuff, their Twitter is at Adventure Music 2, the number 2, and their Patreon is patreon.com/ or whatever Patreon is / Adventure Music JR as in Junior. And they just had something come out or will soon. So just wanted to throw that out there so you know when we're ready to go. Okay.
It's awesome stuff. Can't confirm I was going through that library not too long ago.
It's so good.
Oh, I need this. Oh, we got to use that. Oh, I know, right there.
Yeah, right. All right.
All right, I'll see you in a few.
See you in a few.
Yep.
And we are back, wild ones. All right, when we left, the Enders had taken their seats at the table of Tombali.
Sorry.
AKA
Everything
Jack
was-
Skellington.
Everything was set, yes, a very Jack Skellington-esque figure.
He's got the vibes. It's great. I don't mean that. That's not sarcastic. That's genuine. Anyway.
No. You see one skeleton, man. The table is laid out with teacups and saucers and various snacks. Less classy than the rest of the setup. You would consider it fair food or carnival food. There are little cones of cotton candy, some caramelized popcorn by the looks of it. Other just, junk food basically. And there's a small sack on the table that is left to surprise, I suppose.
How small of a sack?
Kiwi is going to eat
You
at
could
least
fit-
one of everything.
You could fit it in your hand.
Ah, okay. I have a funny feeling. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uldrum is just kind of gonna poke at the cotton candy. Not sure what it is.
Oh god.
You're having difficulty reading Tombali's expression, as it does just appear to be a gigantic grin the whole time. He hasn't said anything. He's just sort of looking over you. You think. Maybe he's looking at you. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, empty eye sockets.
I'll only eat anything after Kiwi has tried it.
She the
don't-
food tester.
I don't think Feta knows what cotton candy is.
Neither does Kiwi, but I guarantee Kiwi is going to love it. And then probably end up with a sugar high.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's like the best and worst thing ever.
We need to equate that into like a buff.
Mm-hmm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Just like she
It's
gets.
got to be like a haste special.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
Say,
It's
like,
like
double her
getting-
speed.
getting haste, because that's what haste does, remember? You get doubled and then you have exhaustion at the end.
You get double the speed and extra action, and your AC is up too.
I mean, if there are funnel cakes with all the powdered sugar,
Oh, yeah.
caramel popcorn, like it's all just.
Can't eat apples. It is a spread.
Oh.
Fried
No
Twinkies. I want funnel cakes.
Helena
Anyway,
would be almost fidgeting a little bit and just kind of glancing at Tom and sort of glancing away.
You're positive he's staring at you. You
Yeah.
are positive. You know it. You know he's staring at you.
And that's why it's hard to look. It's just like
Uldrum kind of breaks the silence and just like coughs into his hand. It's quite the very dismally fun carnival you have here.
Oh, give it a few hours. Once night falls, that's when all the villagers will join us.
Feta is staring this guy down. Whether he's looking at her or not.
You are positive he's looking at you.
All right, understandable.
I don't suppose you would remember receiving a letter detailing certain things about me in particular.
A letter? No. I recall sending one to find you.
Did we not send?
I didn't think we
Maybe.
did, but I was going.
Your
with it.
recollections. Oh no, wait, yeah, we sent a letter.
Oh,
to
you're
him.
absolutely right.
Yeah, the headmaster did.
headmaster did send.
I completely forgot.
That's what I mean. I'm getting confused on how many letters we sent that day.
No, lots of letters in this game.
do you think you know what or how to resolve my problems?
Well, if I must be honest, and I prefer we all be honest at this table, I've had my eye on you for quite a few years. I am aware of your family situation.
Helena, what is he talking about?
You guys would notice, as he mentions about being honest, Helena's posture. You guys have I've mentioned it a few times how she's always fairly kind of hunched over. That posture instantly stops, and she's completely straight up. The almost timid nature seems to just sort of wash away. She's okay. So you know who I am. I guess it would be fair that everyone else does.
Is that an accent change?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just double checking.
I'm sorry, but I did lie to all of you. My name isn't Helena. It's Haley. Haley Guramesh. Probably doesn't mean anything, but trust me, it's a dangerous name.
Why?
It's not. God. Right. You see Helena. Sorry, Haley. I can now call her Haley now.
Gonna have to change the fucking overlay, you asshole.
Yep. Yeah, change it. You see her slowly unravel the glove off her hand, and everything's fine up to the point where she takes it off completely, and you see that one of her fingers, probably like the index finger, is completely shriveled and like rotten, and almost basically looks like it's kind of very similar to Tom's like hands over there.
Church bells are going off in my area. Perfect timing.
She is like I was lying. I was lying about who I was to more for my benefit than for yours. But my family has a deep-rooted connection, very deep, to an old lich. And that's how I get my powers.
A lich.
So why? Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That was all I was gonna say. Go ahead.
So why join us in the first place? Why even risk lying about your identity to a group of strangers, traveling with them, and just keeping up this charade? Why?
The intent, it was not, I wasn't intending to put you in any danger. It was more of an excuse to travel and study and learn how to better use my powers for myself. It's complicated, but
Well, go on. You're being honest, so tell us the whole story. Why are you hiding?
oh, it's I don't know what your knowledge of a lich, how far it goes, but normally they would sacrifice life or whatever to give themselves a form of eternal life, a very unique form of undead, where they're able to keep most of their faculties. my ancestor, he instead of sacrificing a town or a city or whatever, he instead uses his children and his children's children and their children and so on as hosts.
How
He-
so?
He gives us these powers to grow and to reach a state of which he could inhabit us, and then
And then you're taken over.
yes,
So you ran because you wanted to be your own person.
well, I ran to try and find a way to maybe stop him. It's been a family, almost a family tradition, as it were, to try and succeed where previous generations have failed. My father was the last to try.
I see.
Well,
Well, I have read about liches. Though those tomes were quite hard to find and get a hold of, especially being a dwarf. But I can say I'm not mad at you, Haley, and I don't blame you for lying.
You just wanted to get away from it?
well, I want to eventually try and stop him,
You want to take him down?
possible. The allure of these seeds seemed like a potential substitute, but sadly, its powers are very similar to his, and you sort of see her kind of like fiddling weirdly with the sort of like rotting finger. We are sort of conditioned, almost subconsciously, to wish to use his powers to manifest them and force ourselves to mature into something he would deem worthy, and this is the result. Sort of flashing the hand.
Are you worried about using the seed because you might take that as a sign that you're matured enough for it?
No, I'm worried that it's like both when I used the seed, it was like when I used his powers for the first time. It was like lightning coursing through me. It was terrifying. It was immensely enjoyable, but it was just something I would every part of me wants to do it again, but every part of me knows that it's not the right thing to do.
Suddenly, I feel like an ass for ever giving you the seed.
No, I should apologize. I thought I'd maybe reached a stage. I've lived most of my life not using my powers. I was only a child when I did it, but so I thought I'd gotten over it. I'd done a good job, but apparently not.
But you gave it up without us having to fight you. So you
Oh,
should be
I-
proud of that.
Yes, but every instinct told me not to.
But you overcame those instincts. That's important.
Well, this is a heavy moment.
Okay, so
He's there with
What
his,
if,
his long fingers laced.
and just a thought, Haley,
Mm.
we leave you somewhere, and then we use the seeds to take out your ancestor.
It's a generous thought, but I don't think it would be that easy. He has people living as long as you have, you don't just do things by yourself. He does have a cult.
Well, then it's a good thing there's 5 of us.
Kiwi's gonna kind of climb up on the table and she's just gonna start scooting like cotton candy and funnel cakes and everything, and just be like, I mean, we made friends with a dragon. Dragons can kill cults, I'm sure. Just like shoving all these treats at you.
Tandem owes us.
Not to mention, I technically will become in charge of an entire school of witches and wizards, so we have that behind us, maybe?
Oh, we're not doing Ender's Game. You're not sending children to fight a war here.
You're not Harry Potter. Nope.
This
Yeah,
wants to
I never
send that
said
old man
children.
out there.
I never said children. There are adult students, too.
I was a part
Think of
of
like
a
a
pirate
college.
guard.
And there are still some warriors in my village.
I appreciate all of the
Ursula, can you
offers.
summon a kraken?
Can I, Bran?
Probably not at this level.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a spell in
Someday.
Pathfinder somewhere that lets you do it.
I'm not giving it all out. No.
Hang on.
Listen, I appreciate you do see something you've probably never seen. You wouldn't actually have really seen it before. You do see a smile on Haley's faces. I do generously appreciate your generosity, all of you, but I'm not saying no. I'm just saying this has been in my family. This fight has been in my family for generations, and I feel like I have a duty to at least attempt to try myself
Then you should
at
have.
least once.
Then you shouldn't have made us like you, because you're stuck with us, or at least stuck with me.
Right. So, with that out of the way, shall we, Tholdrum was never good with with social cues, okay?
That's okay.
Doldrum, you need to work in your transitions.
What do you mean? My transitions are perfect in my novels.
He's right though. This is not something we can take on right now. We need to talk. We need to continue why we're here.
There are pressing matters at hand in front of us, sitting across the table, as it were.
Just that thing of
Their
just like
fingers still laced, just staring directly at you. Yes, you.
Meaning all of us. No.
there we
Alright.
are. I said the truth.
So then in the
And I'm very proud of you for doing that.
So then in the
I-
spirit of go ahead. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
And it's clear you have very good friends.
Yes.
Friends with many resources that may unfortunately be very necessary soon. But please, carry on. He directs his fingers towards Tholdrum, just stopping there.
So in the spirit of honesty,
Mm,
you know exactly why we're here,
I do.
as we would have never received a letter from you had you not. The truth is, we need to revive a forest that you and your party long ago killed and sucked dry of its magic. And you are the possessor of one of those seeds.
He gives a nod. He sees elongated fingers sort of wiggling in front. And he sort of reaches down, just plucks out from his pocket, as casual as could be, the seed, and sort of sets it down at the table.
That easy.
Well, I'm surprised. I thought it was in the sack.
You're really
One must always be careful what one puts in one's body. Health is first.
So you mean have you ever used the seed?
Of course not.
Really? But your companions
It
before
did.
they all succumbed to the seed's power.
They used the seed to the best of what they concluded their best options to be.
And you concluded to not use it because
I'd yet to find a situation where I felt I needed it.
But no offense, your current disposition is a very strange one, to say the least.
Go on.
I don't know. I think it kind of works for him.
I mean, it works, but you remind me a lot of Rulta. Give
Well,
off the same energy.
I should. We have crossed paths quite a few times in our extended lives.
I really don't like that.
Well, if it's any comfort to you, he really doesn't like me.
That kind of just makes me like you more.
Competition. We're after different things, but we all love our secrets and treasures and little found things.
And you're okay giving this one up.
Of course. Given freely.
Tholdrum kind of takes a cloth from his robes and just kind of like throws it over the top of the seed and scoops it up. Kind of looks at him, shoves it into his pocket.
Yeah, he makes no movement towards you or anything.
Wasn't it kind of implied that we were like in trouble and things were spooky and scary and oh no? Isn't that really how Tandem played this?
To be fair, we always feel like we're in trouble.
Just mention it.
Well, you most certainly are in trouble.
Oh.
And there it is. I was waiting for the other
Yes,
shoe to drop.
You, not with me.
Yeah.
Young Haley here, in her attempt to use the seed, sort of, well, sent out a flare.
I saw that one.
You actually see Haley just
He
like,
may have been keeping an eye. He may have been keeping an eye on her, but this was a temptation for him. There's too much here now that calls for him that this is definitely the time. You're aware that there is a war brewing in the north, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
We were.
Can you imagine the wonderful pickings a lich could have at the end of a battlefield?
Yes. Yes, I can.
I hadn't before.
Well, that's just brilliant.
It's a
We
good
have
point.
We have a beacon of dark energy leading some sort of massive Lich King to our destination. Wonderful.
Sorry. Just
Hey, wait.
sorry.
Did the pirate guard send us to that area because of the war?
We were supposed to be heading up to, I don't remember what it's called, but we were being sent up to supposedly join the war, but we didn't really do
Yep.
that.
We got conscripted and didn't join up, which is really bad.
To be fair, we were under they didn't really follow up on it.
Kiwi was supposed to. That was our job.
Yeah, I started, and then there was a magic village, and then I forgot.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot kind of.
And to be fair, Kiwi's attention span has never been the best.
And also, to be fair, we may eventually actually make our way there. We just haven't yet.
I'm going to have to now.
Mm.
Well. So I guess what you're saying is the only way to resolve my problem. Well, it could be. Don't need to be frank anymore. Resolve the whole lich thing is just do what I was supposed to do from the beginning. Punch him in his non-existent schnoz.
And what was that exactly?
I would pay good money to do it for you.
Punch him in his non-existent schnoz. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
I would
I
pay,
don't know how to fight a lich. I don't.
I would pay good money to punch him for you.
Do you have at least 2 dragon friends? They might know.
I have holy magic.
I mean, so do I, but whether or not it works is another story.
We just need to get more powerful. Without
From
the seed, maybe.
the books that I've read, it seems that a mere fist will not be enough to hurt a lich. Just putting that out there.
And if this guy doesn't like you, can you tell us how to hurt him?
I'll just use my magical fist. I'll use my magic to make my fists hurt.
Holy fists?
I think I could do that. Technically, I can do that now.
That
Just-
multi-class.
No, they're spells. I was looking at the level 9 and 10 spells. They're pretty fucking badass.
I could bite off all his limbs and then we could scatter.
But yes, you have.
These are all wonderful suggestions.
Anyway,
But do you have one that could actually be useful?
right now, do you mean me?
Are you comfortable using the seeds?
Me personally, not really.
I suppose I could give it a go.
I don't know if it would be
I
a
assume-
good idea, but I'd try.
I assume when you originally took them, the both of you, he jets a finger also towards Ursula.
Fucking knows
I'm
everything.
It
pretty adept at
was
using them.
chaotic. Too much energy, not enough direction.
I mean, I don't remember much.
That's accurate.
Yes.
Yes, it did seem that they were impossible to reach verbally. And it was just a lot of immense power all at once.
And someone said, I can't remember who, but someone said, and this is what puts me off, the form that you take is supposed to be your inner self. And that obviously, I don't see myself as an undead creature of the night, but apparently not. And that's a bit
Doesn't mean-
off-putting.
Doesn't mean you can't change.
Exactly my thoughts, he says towards Fata.
I was hoping you were good there.
Despite their choices of what they did with the power, I was keen to help my original traveling party, being able to control it within them.
So you could teach us how to do that?
You could teach us how to channel the power of the seeds.
If you are willing to stay here and learn, maybe do a bit of work for me.
I do like to learn.
What kind of work?
I mean, I'm right there with you.
Huey get treats like this all the time.
What kind of work?
We get spooky outfits.
Fada, the only one asking the actual important question.
Ursula could perform. This
What
is true.
kind of work?
What are you good at?
That's not an answer.
I'm good at
It's a
eating things.
perfectly viable answer.
It's not.
You will see everyone who has come to this carnival and joined me the first thing they told me is what they are good at and why I should take them along.
Are you
sword swallower.
He's trying to give you a job. Just tell him what you're good at, Fada.
I don't trust like that. That's Bree.
She's a healer.
That's
She's good at.
that's Bree, not Veda.
Ada's a healer. She's good at, making sure people don't break anything. Oh, fix the breaks, at least.
It's always useful.
I'm also really good at hitting things.
We can definitely find a place for that.
Do you mean here, at the circus?
Yes, of course.
Would we be performers, or would we be behind the scenes? Would you expect us to do things that we're uncomfortable with?
You can't read the expression on his blank face. I don't understand what you think I would expect you to do at the circus.
That's what I'm asking. What would we be doing here?
Whatever it is you're good at.
Fada, I would imagine that you would be some sort of medic, actually.
Yeah,
I imagine the performers do get injured from time to time, or
or
even
kids on
guests.
the bumper cars.
Yes,
Yeah, kids on
it's
the
true.
bumper cars on the tilt-a-whirl. Someone needs to fix those broken bones.
Thank you.
I mean,
And how long?
Until you've learned what I can teach you.
We still have one.
Or sooner. This is not a contract deal. I don't want your soul. You stay here, you learn, but you work while you do it.
Could you teach even the people that didn't necessarily have seeds how to,
You will have to experience the seeds, but yes, we will be able to teach you,
Is this an open offer? We still have a seed to go get.
of course.
Can I do an inside check kind of thing? Like, is he telling the truth about not wanting our souls?
Go for it.
Yes, read the expression of a skull-faced
Leave me
man.
the
Expressionless
fuck
man.
alone. I don't trust this shit.
No, I'm saying go for it. Let's see how well you do.
I'm gonna fail
Some
this just
Rorschach,
because of this.
Smear ink on their face to see if anything moves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a 30.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Exactly.
Damn. Fade up.
Damn.
Fade is not faded anymore.
As well.
I have
You
a 12 to perception.
Despite how weird the situation is, despite how bizarre he looks and how easy this seemed to go, beside all of it, you don't think he wants anything from you
He willingly,
other than a hand at the.
Fada, he willingly gave us his seed. I don't think he wants anything.
Okay. But we do need to go get the other seed first.
Good. Now just sign this in blood, if you would.
Wait, what?
The smile somehow looks a little bigger.
Is he shitting?
Oh,
Is he-
that's a
is he
practical
fucking with
joke.
us?
Yeah,
He's
that-
kidding.
He's
Okay.
he's joking. Yeah, look at that.
I did learn a thing or two from Jeer.
And we're back to Jeer.
Oh, we forgot. We might as well. Tandem's here. If you want to go say hi.
Yeah, he's in his boat, actually.
Oh. His fingers roll for a bit.
Gonna fucking
You
murder us.
can see thoughts rolling in the back of that skull right now of how to greet Tandem.
We've just lost our ride.
I will be sure to say hello to him when the timing is right.
Yeah.
Can we get some warning first so you don't scare the shit out of us?
Yes,
I promise not to ruin it for you.
I can agree to this.
Cool.
How is Tandem, the old boy?
Insufferable.
Yeah.
And that's putting it politely.
I'm trying to control my anger.
He
Is,
somehow
uh,
managed to keep all of his fingers.
Somehow that was Feda's doing.
And I was like,
Yeah,
that's our.
I know.
That was us.
I do believe I must have lost a bet somewhere in knowing that knowledge.
I apologize for making you lose that bet. I've been regretting
Yeah,
it ever
so-
since.
Yes, so I would wait a while because him and Jira are probably still rolling around in the sack as we speak. I'd just give it a minute.
Or if you think it'd be funnier to pop up during that.
I mean,
You guys are very dirty-minded. They're just really good friends.
I just
Come
assume they're
on.
very good friends. They're just
Yeah, that's what.
sharing a drink, sharing some laughs.
I'm
sharing
sure.
a
Some-
bed,
There's some mood music in there because
maybe some pants.
Like you just see Haley just trying to like figure out how does that even work.
Swapping some spit.
Like just
There are certain things Feta doesn't know. There are certain things she does.
So, will you be staying with us, or did you plan to embark on further adventures until the time?
Well,
I mean, just quickly, how long do we have before Rolta shows up here in the Battle to the North?
Yeah, rests his chin on his pointy fingers and seems like he's trying to calculate. Well, let us say we wait. Two armies, about, say, 30,000 strong. It is an act of pride and passion, this war. Nothing so simple as that, so the war will be fierce. I would give it a month before they've all lain waste. And I imagine he would wait about then.
we have a month until absolute cataclysm.
Do any of us even know what this war is about?
No idea.
No,
I'm pretty out of the loop. I'm not even from here.
Neither am I.
Neither am I.
Oh yeah, that's not. Could totally not assumed.
I don't think I was actually told anything. I just knew that I was supposed to take people to that big old city.
Yeah,
So-
Kiwi was a recruiter.
We're not invested in the outcome of the war, is my question.
I'm
Give
not.
two rats asses, honestly.
Could we sabotage the war somehow? And
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I was thinking.
try to put
Oh,
off
the-
this battle just at least a little bit longer, give us some more time. Maybe Tandem owes us a goddamn favor.
That's what I was
he goes
thinking.
be insufferable in one side of the army, I don't care which.
I do like the.
You
I do
seem to
like
have been
the.
very clever up to this point. I'm sure you could think of something.
And this is actually me talking, but I was gonna say, I really like the idea of like our whole adventure happening with a war in the background. It's just like, I don't know. That just feels very like ominous and cool to
I know
me in
you,
a way.
you forgot all about that, didn't you?
See,
I
no,
did, I
I've remembered.
forgot I was
I have
dead.
remembered from day one, and
Yeah.
I actually had a friend recently asking me, "When is he going to bring up this war again?" And it's like, probably soon. I don't know
Probably.
when. But
It'll become
probably soon.
relevant, I'm sure. That's like end game stuff right there.
Completely forgot.
He's going to be so happy when I tell him he actually brought it back.
It's all gonna tie together, I'm sure.
I think we need to think about this.
I think we need to go get the last seed and come back. I'm with
Agreed on the
Feta.
seed.
What'd you say?
Agreed on the seed.
Okay.
You're a
Is
poet and
there
you didn't know
only
it.
one left?
Hey, yeah, no, Faye did know it.
Let's see. Yeah, there should only be one, right?
Yep,
So if-
one left.
Yeah. That's the last one. Up the frosty. No, that was we've done the frosty mountains.
Yeah, this one's gonna be the cleric.
Yeah, basically.
Oilers.
I've been
yeah.
thinking about this since the first.
I agree. I guess. Might as well see this through to the ends of the earth and all that.
It's not ominous at all.
You remind me of a young me. You see the finger roll across the socket.
I don't think that's as comforting as you think it is.
Yeah, I'll ask questions later. I
You
think.
remind me of a young tandem.
Fada just looks horrified.
Yeah, that's a pencil.
Well, shall we check the map then?
Oh right, yeah. Yep, Haley will get the map out and
I got the seeds. Well,
go.
not the seeds, but the
The
the grains, whatever, the magic grains.
Up to the
magic
grain.
beans.
yeah, I was gonna say it's her sack of magic beans.
I kind of just like sprinkle them on top of the map.
Aside from the chaotic cluster that is obviously where you are right now. To the north of this island, you see the scattering of the seeds slowly drawing over to another area. Hovering just above the paper of the map is a cluster of the little chia seeds, and they seem to almost like start sprouting roots and then going back in. It happens
never done
again.
that.
You see, dozens of little roots suddenly kind of extending out and then going back in.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, never done that before. Do you know anything? What's that? What's that all about?
Do you know anything about magic items? This has never done this before.
I know a fair deal about magical items.
Right.
Obviously, you've explained nothing of what this map is to me, but I will assume
Oh,
It points us to the seeds.
yes. Well, I think we can make a safe assumption on who you have not visited yet.
The last of your party.
Yes. She was a treat.
Sorry.
She was a tree?
Well, a treat, more so.
What should we know about her?
She is not quite as elegant looking as I.
I don't think anybody is.
I feel. Again, he clutches his chest with a little head deal.
That was not as sarcastic as it sounded.
Wasn't it?
No, it was meant to be. It's a genuine point. Like, I don't think anybody looks like you. She didn't mean it insultingly.
I thought I came off super snarky to me.
That was my tone, and sometimes that happens. I mean, he took it how he took it.
He, as far as you can tell, is glancing down into the map, deep in thought. If only I could join you. It would do me well to see that face again. I'm
So-
sorry, I sort of left there for a bit.
No worries. I suppose we'll report back to you once we have the 5th and final seed. Then
He nods and do not wait too long.
oh, I've waited long enough. I think I will be rushing this whole thing.
Can you tell us her name? Her name.
Nice dinner.
I don't have any idea how to spell that. Okay.
Nice dinner.
nice to know.
Nice dinner.
Oh, nice
NYS.
dinner.
Nice dinner.
Nice dinner.
Okay. I'll double check that afterwards.
No worries.
And why? Just sorry if it's prying, but why can't you go see her?
No particular reason. She is generally amongst the people who, well, this outside of this setting is cause for alarm. Here, I can go out. I can interact with people. It's part of the show. Outside of this, I am most unwelcome.
Why don't you just send her an invitation to here?
She's generally busy with more important things than visiting an old friend.
And what was
But
her
you be
part-
sure to extend the invitation when you meet her.
Okay.
Of course.
And what was her role in the party when you first entered the forest?
Keeping these damn fools alive.
Theta, I do believe this person is more like you than you think.
Hooray.
Well,
Think
Right.
we could talk Tandem into flying us out there, as much as I don't want to deal with him anymore.
Right. If you could not scare him until we get back, we do need his boat.
I suppose I could wait. I'm sure he'd be happy to give you a ride. He seems to gravitate towards interesting company.
yeah, that's the worrying thing.
Yes, losing his affection, that is significantly more difficult.
Yeah,
Why'd you pull it
noticed.
off? Because he really doesn't like your presence. Like, what did you do exactly?
Yeah, what is your beef with him? Or his beef with you, rather?
Is it just the whole?
It's
This-
the whole this.
Oh,
Well, that's
mean, I know it's-
very judgy.
He's just a dick.
I know how to put it on. I could.
I don't blame him. He's practically immortal, and as am I. We obviously took two very different directions.
Yes, you're much nicer than he is.
Yeah.
Two different branches on the same tree, as it were.
Yes, I carry the grim fact of my age, where he does not. And I think it concerns him.
Well, he doesn't have his seed anymore, so
Oh, elves are still very long-lived.
I forgot he was an elf.
That somehow makes it worse.
That was Bree. How old is he?
Maybe not over 300 or something like that.
Oh,
sounds about
easily,
right.
easily.
Mm.
He certainly doesn't act his age.
You don't say.
I didn't have to say. You already knew this.
Well, I guess thank you for seeing us and I guess allowing me an opportunity to lift a certain burden off of myself. I'm gonna be honest. I still don't quite know how to handle you. It's eerie,
Mm.
but yeah, I'm just gonna go now. I'm gonna wait for the rest of you outside.
Maybe just sleep on it. It'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
For the record, I find your appearance very intriguing.
He waves a hand as Haley leaves
It's,
and nods to Fulham. Thank you.
I apologize for my mistrust.
It is quite all right.
Kiwi's going to start collecting any of the uneaten food
Yeah,
that's on the table
Feta was about to
Doldrum's
grab-
plate.
and then follow.
Doldrum's plate is completely untouched because he's just like unsure of what any of it even is. Like,
Yeah, Feta's gonna take a little bit of the funnel cake, eat it, and then take the rest of the funnel cake and say, "This was very tasty, thank you." Yours is the first circus I've been to, and I appreciate it.
You will be spellbound when you see it, working as it should when it's alive with people.
Looking
He
forward
glances-
to it.
He leans over to Kiwi and puts a gentle tap on her shoulder, and another bony finger points towards the little sack that was there. I assume you went through that too. It's a small, circular, almost like a marble, almost a bluish marble look inside there. And he just says, "Careful with the mints. They are sometimes too much for some people."
Gonna immediately eat one.
I need you to give me a Constitution save.
10.
10. You just open them all and just pop this little thing in, and it feels like someone has cast a frost spell in your throat.
Chill touch.
Like you are positive there's ice forming.
it's liquid. It's ice. It's
in your
icebreakers, liquid
throat
ice.
right now.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna be like, dragon powers! And I'm gonna go, like, trying to breathe ice like the dragon.
Give me another Constitution. This time a roll. It's not a save here. This one's a roll.
He's just fascinated.
15!
I'm gonna say you have enough willpower and lung power, and you just squeeze hard, and sure enough, that there does seem to be just flecks of ice and frost
Seeing that, Feta's gonna eat.
showering around the direction that you faced.
I am going to then proceed to, like, tell the dragon scale in my arm what just happened.
Yeah, no, seeing that, Feta, despite the fact that she has chill touch, is going to try one.
Go for it.
You want a con save?
Yes, please.
Hell yeah. Is that a check or a save? Like, is that a saving throw?
Save. Yeah.
Saving throw would be fortitude.
Fortitude?
If you were, yeah.
Yes.
You guys just
I
reminded
missed.
me that I had the I still have the
17.
barf candy in my
Oh, God.
in my
No.
inventory.
You're prepared.
I am prepared.
Oh, God. I got a 17.
Likewise, you feel just this explosion of ice and frost, just coat your throat the moment it hits. Again, just your eyes watering with the sudden shock of cold.
Yep. Nice.
These will be saved for special occasions.
And Kiwi, you're almost positive you feel a slight tremor coming from the scales.
Excellent.
All right, I think this is where we're going to end it for the night.
Woo.
Party has a plan.
Not so much of a murder circus, more spooky circus.
It was,
Good enough.
It was delightful.
It was
Yeah,
to
amazing.
be fair,
That's
you haven't,
delightful.
you haven't been there for when it's actually open. It could be just a horrible murder circus.
Yeah,
my.
horrible murder circus.
If we had more time. But boy, when we work there, it's going to be great.
Oh, God. Thanks for the
Oh,
raids, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for the raids. You guys
Thank
are
y'all so much.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful.
Thanks for the love.
So great to be back
Yeah.
It is.
After forever and a day.
after forever and a day.
Quick reminders about our charity stream at the end of March 27th through 28th. Charity stream we're playing for Able Gamers. It's going to be a lot of fun, this charity stream, I know. We've got some pre-recorded stuff. We got some live stuff. I'm going to be hosting a Jackbox time. It's gonna be great. Thomas and I just were part of a game that just recorded on Sunday. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, do you guys have anything to plug real quick?
Yeah, I'll plug my channel. I'm also Celtic Scribe. I stream on Twitch Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays. Mondays and Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pretty much, I'm playing story-based games, both fantasy and horror.
Hey, same.
We have a very loving and growing community full of many citizens, and I am their king. So please stop by. I'd love to have you.
Yeah, and actually, if you want to check out more stuff on this channel, a couple of things. Delta Valorum, which is a 5e D&D game in space, which is really cool, and it's got some
fantastic.
homebrew. Yeah, it's awesome. It's got
It
some
is so
homebrew
cool.
stuff run by our wonderful channel boss. She doesn't like being called a boss, but she is a boss.
Totally is.
Yeah,
Channel Mama. She's the
your
mom
boss.
of the
I'm
channel.
not gonna call her that.
No, like Zaibatsu, she's the boss of the corporation.
She is
Yeah.
the boss who gives me too much power. There's Delta Valorum. There's Thirst Club. I don't remember
Thirst
what
Club.
it is.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a Lunaris game right now. And then on Mondays, if you feel like watching a nerd play a game, you can check me out at 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm playing Night in the Woods right now, and it's so good.
She has hilarious commentary.
Thank you. I think I'm funny.
And I've got something I'd like to shell out again. So from last time as well, I will shell out my friend's podcast, Three Failed Pilots.
Three Field Pilots, yes.
They are just three Scottish guys who try and pitch their ideas on certain projects. Be like the first episode they did the D&D movie and sort of how they would handle it. Currently, the episode that just came out on Sunday, they are doing their ideas of the High Republic, like the Star Wars High Republic franchise, and how to handle those particular stories and stuff like that. And it's interesting to be reminded how little you know about Star Wars when you
Oh,
hear
God.
people who know a lot.
Mhm.
It's
That's,
an interesting listen.
that's everybody I grew up with in elementary school. It was
Yeah,
Star
so-
Wars nonstop.
So check them out on Spotify. They are, and they don't want it, I don't think, but they need more listeners because they're
Is
very
it-
funny people.
The number 3, or is it 3 spelled out?
3 spelled out. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Anybody else?
No, I have to go listen to all these new things now. Thank you. Go watch them.
Yeah, show up on Monday and listen to me think I'm funny.
I
I
would gladly.
think I'm hilarious.
You are. It's a blast.
Check out Velvet's Twitter because fair.
Oh, Velvet has the hot tweets. Yeah.
Oh god, no,
That's
you'll
true.
lose respect
Yeah,
for me as a person.
it's no. My favorite
More?
thing during the day, or whenever I see Velvet tweets, they're always like my favorite.
At OG Brown Sugar, is that it?
Yeah, everywhere on the interwebs.
I don't always know what you're talking about, but when I do,
It's good that you don't.
It
It's
goes
Yeah.
back to
you
like the
don't.
Star Wars thing. Oh yeah. No, that. Yeah, I know that. All right.
All right.
Good
yeah.
night, wild ones.
Good night. Thanks for
good
coming.
night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful
Night.
time.
Whoop,